Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Breaking news. Edo elections will hold as planned. Inec. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. A very big thank you to every one of you who have been giving us your undying support. We truly, really appreciate you. God bless you. Well, my people, if you have not given us a thumbs up, what are you waiting for? And please don't forget to subscribe. It is absolutely free. We really appreciate you. The news has just dropped on us now. Inec has officially declared that Edo elections will go on as planned, but with a twist. So let us get on with the news and get all the details. Don't forget that Inec was speculating initially that the elections in Edo State might not hold due to the level of violence. So because of the level of the violence, they said, well, we might have to put a stop. And Apple Line Media, we kept you up to date with that. This morning, we also got another report saying that anyone who instigates violence during this election will not be given any foreign visa outside of Nigerian shores. We hope that I don't know how they are going to do that and get the real culprit, because in Nigeria, another person can suffer for what he did not do. So it's a clear issue of what happens in Nigeria. There is no hiding place about it. Somebody else can really suffer for what they did not do, in this country. So I don't know how they are going to, apportion that, how they are going to make sure that the real culprits are the ones who get that penalty. Anyway, guys, let's get on and know what INEC has said. INEC, Edo elections will hold as planned. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) Wednesday walked back threats to stop the conduct of the September 19 governorship election, noting that a postponement will lead to constitutional crisis. The commission also said that out of the 14 items in the preparation for the governorship election, 9 of them have been implemented. The commission also justified why it deregistered some political parties, explained that they had no verifiable address, as some of them tracked to business centers. Speaking at the channel's television Morning Rise program Wednesday, the INEC National Commissioner for Information, Chairman of the Voters Education, Festus Oke, has assured that the September 19 governorship election will go ahead as planned, as the political parties have complied with INEC notice over threats of violence. According to Oke, the INEC is progressively moving ahead with the September 19 governorship election. There are 14 items for the election, and 9 of them have been implemented, and non-sensitive materials have been deployed. We are proceeding with the elections as planned. The political parties on their own are complying with the commission warning on violence and have also observed a change from the threat of violence. So we are moving ahead with the election, Okoye stated. According to the INEC National Commissioner, there will be a constitutional crisis if the election is not conducted, because Section 178, subsections 2, stated the timeline for the election to be conducted. He explained that the Edo State governorship election should be conducted between October the 13th, or else there will be constitutional crisis. He also said that the political parties were pulling out of any threat of violence, and INEC is therefore going ahead with the governorship elections as planned. Okoye, who explained why some of the deregistered political parties were deregistered, said that the November 19 that the commission wrote the political parties but discovered that they had no verifiable address. He said, when INEC put a telephone call to their registered telephone number, we discovered that the telephone lines were ringing as telephone lines of some business center, and some of them have no verifiable office address. Okoye explained that most of the political parties were deregistered because they did not meet the constitutional requirement of Section 225A. which states that any political party that did not score a 25% vote in one local government election or 25% in any local government during a governorship election is a breach of the law. Okoye also explained that the law stated that it should be on a voter score for the political party and not the capacity to win votes, insisting that the capacity to win votes is most important, while the extant law is insisting the actual voter score. He denied knowledge that Inec deregistered some of the political parties in question, despite court action for Inec not to do so. Okoye also denied that Inec deregistered any political party that was in tribunal challenging the outcome of any election. He said Inec allowed for a full cycle of the tribunal to be finished before it commenced the deregistration process for defeating political parties. Specifically, INEC National Commissioner said that there was no record because that one of the deregistered political parties, the Okowa party, has no record of winning a councillor in any of the country, in anywhere around the country. Explained that the commission will make the necessary correction if presented a filter or verify evidence. Well, you've heard it all. INEC have decided to go ahead with the elections in Edo State. Remember, before now, they made a threat that they might have to stop the elections as a result of violence that are being instigated in Edo and in Edo State particularly. INEC have said, well, we are continuing with the elections. However, there are 14 things we are supposed to put in place. 9 of those things have been well implemented. We are yet to put the others in place. So come September 19, we'll be getting the elections for Governor Gordon Obaseki and Ize Iyamu, and the other political parties will get it on kicking and running. And eventually the leader, whoever wins the election, will become the governor of Edo State. We are saying to the good people of Edo State, it is time to gear up, to get your acts together and to vote the candidate of your choice. Please do not be laid back. Don't let anything make you stay at home when you should be voting. Make sure your vote counts. Make sure your voice is heard. Because if you don't do that, you are giving opportunity for another party, for another person you do not intend to be the governor to take over. It is expedient that you make your vote count. It is important you make your voice be heard. Well, we are saying to the good people of Edo State, finally, INEC have retrieved and have said, well, we carry on with the election, and the elections will go on as scheduled, as planned. Edo State, get ready. September 19 is actually a reality. Before now, INEC have said we are backing out, but they said if they do that, it will be crisis for the constitution, as things will not go on with the regulations as planned. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Don't forget to like us, to share, to subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We are here to keep you up to date. God bless you. Bye for now. Have a lovely